Hey guys, it's Beth. Today I'll be using some of these foam dice from Dollar Tree. I started by taking the foam dice and covering them with a layer of Mod Podge. Now this helps the paint to stick better and prevents it from peeling. So I just did one coat, dried it completely, and then took Sandstone chalk paint by Waverly and covered them with 2 coats. I'm going to be making some cute little scarecrows, so I needed to draw the faces. So I just took a pencil and drew a couple of ovals for the eyes and an upside down triangle for the nose. And then just took black acrylic paint and a very thin paintbrush and filled in those ovals. And I did do 2 coats on the eyes. I took the same black paint and made a little squiggly line on each of those for the mouth. And then I erased my pencil markings so you couldn't see those through the orange paint. It's pumpkin orange. And I just filled those noses in, also doing 2 coats on the noses. And then I took the black paint again and drew lines on either end of the mouth and then lines throughout to make it look like stitching. And then took the black paint and made little lines all around the nose to make that look like stitching as well. And then I took the back of my paintbrush and dipped it in white acrylic paint and just made like a dot inside each of the eyes. Next, I took a piece of burlap and just made sure it wrapped around the dice. And then I folded one end over and stuck it together with tacky glue and heated that up just to make sure it was dry and stuck nice and good. And then I just kind of centered the dice on each piece of burlap that I'm using and then put raffia on either side of it so it looks like hair coming out of the sides. And then hook glued that to the back. Also put some hot glue on the front and then pulled the burlap down on the face. Trimmed up the raffia on the sides and then cut off some of the excess burlap. Stuffed the top of it with more raffia, just kind of making it messy. And then tucked in the sides of the burlap and then hot glued those together, just pinching them together. So did that on both sides. And then hot glued a piece of ribbon around each of the little burlap hats. And that is it for this project. Thank you guys so much for watching.